Things you don't do in a relationship, even if you're madly in love with the guy. Life itself has principle, and when you violate the principle of life, you may pay for it. The women that did these things, some of them end up to be single mother, some were divorced, some were shattered and devastated. We know he proposed to you. We know you love him. You don't want to miss him. We know. But the issue is that love alone cannot sustain a relationship. You have to know the principle, how men react emotionally and how women react emotionally. If you know the opposite sex, how they react, and the way to their heart, you will be able to live with them comfortably. But if you don't know much about them, you now begin to judge them as if they are your gender. You are a female now, you want to handle your man like as if he's a woman. And the man now wants to handle his lady as if he's a man. Why? Because he doesn't know the principle. So, listen. And if you enjoy this video, subscribe to this our channel. Number one thing you shouldn't do, even if you're madly in love with a guy, you shouldn't take up a wifey role as a girlfriend. You are the girlfriend and you are playing the role of a wife. You are cooking for him, you are washing for him, you are even serving him with sex. Oh my dear. So you expect him to come and marry you. He wouldn't. What he needed, he has gotten it. You are looking for marriage. Him, he's looking for a woman. He has gotten a woman. It's you now that your need that has not been met. There is a difference between that your guy is sick and you come around and help him. But when the guy is healthy, you are doing wifey role while you're still a girlfriend. You don't do it. It is wrong. You serve him everything, even with sex. And you want him to come and pay your dad. If you were to be in his position, will you do it? He has gotten what he wants. So he doesn't need a wife. Already he has a woman in his house. Number two, don't give up your ambition, your career, your vision because of a man or because of marriage. There is different that there is an alternative things to what you are doing. That you give up everything for your marriage or for because of your guy. The guy might wake up one day and tell you that he's no longer interested in this relationship. And knowing quite well that a guy come into your life to support your life, to bring you up a little, not to destroy you. So when you leave everything for relationship, your vision, your ambition for a relationship, when the man leaves the relationship, where will you start? You will find it very difficult to pick yourself pieces. I've seen people that were rich and they enter into a relationship, into marriage, and they became as poor as anything you can think of. Now, when the man leaves, what will you do with your pieces of life? You will become devastated and frustrated. And you may have children to cater for. I have seen people all of a sudden wake up and divorce their partner. I have seen a man that divorced the wife. They asked him, what is the problem? He said nothing, that he doesn't want again. So what am I trying to say? You don't leave your education, stop your vision for a marriage. Unless you have other alternative. If not, my dear, the rate this world is going, we don't know what tomorrow will come up with you. Nobody knows it all. Nobody knows tomorrow. So prepare yourself and equip today. Equip your tomorrow from today. Don't have child outside wedlock. No matter what the man tells you, if you're not pregnant, I won't marry you. Once you become pregnant, he will tell you that his people doesn't need you. They say he shouldn't marry you. But he never told you that before. Oh. And now you become a baby mama. And that thing he told you, once you're pregnant, I will marry you. If you're not pregnant, I will not marry you. He might have said it to up to 7 women. Hey, I have seen where when I was in school, my one of our landlord, the son, pregnanted 3 women within a specific of time. Within 2 months, 3 women were pregnant for him. He has promised them marriage, all of them, and he didn't marry any of them. So when you say is that when you're pregnant, he might have said it to 7 women. And let me shock you. If you become pregnant, he might end up not marrying you. And the issue is that for him, he has a son somewhere. He has a daughter somewhere. I'm my father now. I'm my father. I'm my father. He might end up not marrying any of all his baby mama. Going about promising them marriage. And I wonder where they are getting all this info, this thing that is raining. Now, you must be pregnant. You must be pregnant. As if many of them, baby has kept them, make them not to shit. Now, if you become the pregnant, he doesn't marry you. People will come back and say, hey, he wants to be pregnant for him now. Sorry for you if the man is rich. They will now say it's because of his money that you want to use pregnancy to tie him down. But it was the same man that was begging you that if you're pregnant, the moment you're pregnant, he will start to behave as if you are the one disturbing his life, chasing him up and down. He will disappear. You will begin to chase him. And you've heard that we say you shouldn't chase men. Now you will do the chasing by force because you'll be calling him for the child welfare. He will be nowhere to be found though. Number 4, don't hurt people because of your man. Don't do that. And when your man is having misunderstanding with people or any person or his relation, it is in your duty to make them have peace. When a good woman comes into a man's life, there is peace everywhere. The family will know peace. The siblings will know peace. But once a bad woman enter a family, the whole place will turn upside down. So be in a place to make sure that your man has good relationship with people around. Don't hurt your friend because of your man. Yeah, you want to prove to your man that you love him. Then you begin to insult your friends, hurt them, behave anyhow. If your man has insecurity issue, he should go and treat it. Once you know that you're not messing up or cheating on him, don't become behaving as a nuisance, or how will I say it? Begin to unfriends your friends. Begin to behave as if your friends now are your enemies because you want to prove a point to your man. The day that man leaves, you won't see where to fall back on, no, because it's those your friends that if anything gone bad, we will advise you that you should go out and meet friends. Okay, who will you go and meet? The ones you've closed door against. Use your brain, no, while you are in a relationship. Don't commit suicide because of a man. A man tells you that he's no longer interested in relationship. Don't kill yourself. Cry your cry and move on. Beat the best and be the best. The good left for the best to come. That man is not the best. Be happy. Rejoice. Create joy for yourself. Force yourself to be joyful. It is important. The best will come. Don't lower your standard because of a man. It can erode your sense of self-worth and lead to lack of confidence in yourself. When you lower your standard because of a man, you're saying that your value and belief no longer matter. And believe in me, it will backfire on you. Don't lower your standard because of a man. For example, you say that you promise yourself You won't involve in premarital sex, or you will not be with drug addicts. And all of a sudden, all these things, you push them aside, saying that your self-worth and your value, they no longer matter because of a man. It will backfire on you. You will regret it in future. Don't lower your standards because of a man. One of the things you don't do for a man, in as much as you love him, no matter how you love him, don't buy property in his name. You want to buy property, buy it in your name. In as much as we said you being a woman should be financial independent, buy your property in your own name. Don't buy property in the man's name. If you buy property in the man's name, if anything happens to that relationship, that property, you won't be able to claim it. And you might find yourself in a situation that will be very tight. A word is enough for the wise.